Got to be awake for this one. How to start dropshipping in 2019. Let's get into it. So in a few seconds, we're going to dive into my computer and go through a checklist of exactly what you need to do to start dropshipping 2019. But before we start, like always, I just want to produce as much relevant content to you guys as possible. So if you do want me to cover absolutely any topic related to e-commerce, dropshipping, whatever it may be, drop a comment below on what you'd like to see me cover, what you may be struggling with. And like always, if you do love this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you inside the computer. How to start dropshipping in 2019, simply put, let's get into it. So you want to start dropshipping and you want to get started now. Now, this really goes for if you have more of a limited budget, but as always, if you have a higher budget, it's going to be that much easier. And that's just with any business. Budget is going to, determine how much the room you have to test. So just for argument's sake, we're going to just go over, if you have a rather smaller budget, let's just say you have about $400 or $500. And it also matters if you have some sort of, income stream. When I started dropshipping, I was working, so I had an income stream, and that really helped me a lot. And the reason why is because when you have a little bit of an income stream, what you could do, and this is really, I would say, helps a lot of people, this advice, because what you could do is, let's just say you are making, let's just say $300 a week. What you could do is say, all right, I'm going to take 25% of my paycheck, so that'd be about $75, and I'm going to put that aside into my dropshipping business and consistently do that week over week over week. Now, obviously, you have expenses, you have money that you have to live on. So, that budget could be different. It could be higher, it could be 50%, or it could be, 15%. But what I always say is to try and take a segment of your paycheck or the money that's coming in and allocate that towards your business. And that really, 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 really helps. It helped me, and it helps a lot of people that I tell to do this. So let's get into it. Usually I recommend having a minimum of $200 and to definitely have a credit card of some sort. So the reason why I recommend a credit card is not to get in debt, and you need to be careful with this because you don't want to start overspending on this credit card and be screwed, but to use this for fulfilling orders. Now, when you sell an item on, whether it be through Shopify or PayPal, it's going to take 2 to 3 days for that money to come in and transfer to your bank. 2 to 3 business days, that is. So it could be a little longer than that. So in order to fulfill items faster for your customers immediately without having to wait for that money to actually transfer into your bank, a credit card speeds up this process and enables you to use credit that you have of money coming in to fulfill these orders. So definitely, if you can, get a credit card. Also really helps with your credit, which I'll discuss in another video that I'll eventually link. So the next things you'll need is $29 Shopify plan. You do get a 14-day free trial. I do have a link to the 14-day trial, as does everybody else on YouTube. But if you find value and you want to, I'm not lying here. It's an affiliate link. But if you want to use it, use it. It's 14-day free trial, and then it's $29 a month. Use those 14 days wisely. Don't start that trial until you're ready to actually create that store on day one, so you can really make the most of not having to pay the 29 bucks. Domain name is $12 to $14, $12 if you use Google Domains. I believe it's $14 if you use Shopify. Depends. If you're on a tight budget, why not save the extra $2? Doesn't hurt. So when you don't have much to spend, right, you don't have that much room to test. So you can't go in and then say, all right, I want to test, 10 different products right off the bat, because you just don't have $2,000 to blow on seeing if it works and being able to afford to lose that. And I understand that. That's what kind of makes, and I'm just being honest, that's what makes guys like me and guys that you see online able to just create these uber successful businesses like that. And I'm just being just being honest. I have a lot more money to spend because I've made a lot with dropshipping. So I can go ahead and say, here's $2,500. let me blow it on testing these, and one will work because I know the strategies work. But I also, spent a lot of money on testing, which would work. So that's a big thing, but not saying it's impossible. So, but what you want to do is, if you have a limited budget, is find a product that is obviously selling. Find products that obviously are working. Now, obviously, you don't know how much money this other advertiser, person selling this product, has put into testing the product to find the right data and to find, the right way to push it. But you can find products that are obviously working. And if you have problems with that, I did make a video that I'm going to link below on finding 1K a day products. Definitely check that out after this. So, how do you find it? Simply put, and I'm just going to brush over this, is look for ads that you've seen a couple times. If you're seeing an ad a couple times, especially throughout a week, 2-3 weeks, even a month, that usually means that it's working, because nobody's going on Facebook and just blowing bans on throwing ads in front of people that aren't buying their products. So definitely look for ads you've seen a couple times, and you can kind of get an idea if it's working or not. So let's get into creating your store. So you signed up for that trial. What you want to do is, once you found that product, is model the competitors in your niche. Look at their sites, look at the apps they have, look at how they're, using their site, and obviously if it's converting well, then you can model that competitor in your niche on your site. Don't try and be too unique. Don't try and reinvent the wheel here, even with creating your store. You're basically just modeling after. Now, you don't want to copy it word for word, because you can run into, copyright, and it's just not a good thing to do. You don't want to copy anything word for word, but you can definitely model it after these sites that are obviously working. Day one, when you create your site, is you want to install your Facebook pixel. Cannot stress this enough. You need a Facebook pixel in order for, your site to gather this data. Without a pixel, your site is useless with every single person that's coming on to it. Another thing from day one, set up an email collector on your site. Those emails will be super valuable in the future, whether it be that you decide to sell your store one day. Having the 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 person email list is actually very valuable to the person coming in and buying your store, or once you start email marketing. Once you email market correctly, you should be making $1 revenue for every email subscriber you have per month. So if you have 1,000 people on an email list, you should be making $1,000 per month revenue if you're doing it correctly. MailChimp or Klaviyo, definitely recommend those two for email marketing. MailChimp, if you are a complete beginner, it's a little bit more user-friendly. Klaviyo, if you kind of have had experience. So when creating your ad for dropshipping, you want to create an ad modeled after your competitor's ad. What I like to do is, a lot of people just copy ads completely, and it's just not good practice, and you could get in trouble. So what I like to do is look at an ad, model, put yourself in the customer that's seeing this ad's position, and ask, okay, what's missing from this ad? Is the price missing? Is a sale missing? Is a call to action missing? Is there like a few product shots missing? Ask yourself that and then put it in. So that's what I usually do when modeling after ads, especially looking at competitors. Super easy to look at competitors' ads. You just go to info and ads on their Facebook page or even Instagram now, and it's super easy to see. Now, if you have a very limited budget, you don't have an income stream coming in like we spoke about, where you could put 15, 20, 25% towards Facebook ad testing. Personally, I'm just going to be honest, I don't do this anymore because it's not as scalable as Facebook ads, but I did in the beginning. And what you want to do is try out using ads on smaller, I'm talking 40K to 100K Instagram pages. Negotiate the rate. A tactic that a lot of people use, a lot of people teach this, is just say you want to do one post, and then if it does well, you'll buy a bulk deal from them. And you can usually get sort of a discount from the page, especially if they know the product you're using and they feel that it's going to sell to their audience. They'll definitely help you out here, and you'll end up just doing a bulk deal, buying 5, 10 posts on the next one. That's how you can negotiate it a little bit. Don't spend more than like $25 for a post. Honestly, it's not worth it. So try and get under $25 for a post, and make sure the pixels attached to your website and everything is 100% once you launch this post. So that way you can kind of gather some results. Now, once you start getting orders, you'll be building this valuable data. That's going to help you in the long run once you have enough money to start running these Facebook ads. So once you start building the capital that you need, you could start hardcore testing with Facebook ads and actually inevitably start scaling your Facebook ads. So what you'll be able to do here is actually utilize all the data that you've built from day one on your niche, on your site, and start scaling that with Facebook ads once you have this money coming in from dropshipping. You could use 100% of your net profits with dropshipping. You could use 50%, whatever it may be. You can now allocate that towards Facebook ad testing and inevitably just start scaling your business to the moon. And that's really a simple, just touching on every point way that you could start to make money dropshipping in 2019. It's super easy. Don't overthink this. A lot of people like to just pound their heads on things and just overanalyze every step of it. It's really not that hard. It's super easy. And if you put your mind to it, it is totally possible, I promise you. So like always, if you like this video, just please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, check out the other videos that I have on my channel. And like always, I'll see you in the next video.